Hi, I'm Chiara Ocampo and welcome to the Orange Chair. This is where I sit down with the country's top thought leaders and influencers. They'll be sitting on this orange chair where I'll be unpacking their stories that will hopefully influence you, inspire you, and inform you. Now, join me as I meet my next guest. Our guest today is the Chief Finance Officer of AirAsia Philippines. Let's all welcome to the Orange Chair, Mr. Berja. Hi, sir.
Hi.
Welcome to the Orange Chair.
Thank you, Chiara, for having me here. Good afternoon. Thank you.
Hi, Ray. Thank you so much for being with us here in the Orange Chair. So first things first, how are you?
Well, thanks for asking, Chiara. I'm good, very good. It's always good to start the week with kind of perspective, right? I think what you do every day matters to your future, that kind of perspective as you start the day. So I'm very good.
Actually, I noticed your T-shirt.
Yeah.
It says, "Take courage and do it."
Yeah.
So I'll ask some questions about courage later on.
Okay.
Let's backtrack a bit and talk about how you grew up. How were you brought up, especially you came from the town, a small town in Cagayan?
I grew up in the province, in the northern part of the Philippines, Cagayan, with the three neighboring towns and cities,
Yes.
Solana, Piat, and Tuguegarao. And most of my informative years is really in Piat, Piat, Cagayan, where I took my elementary, Piat Central Elementary School. And I grew up also in the marketplace. We have a stall in the public market. It's also our source of livelihood. And of course, our house back in the province. So I wake up in the morning every day to help my mother prepare for the store, for the karinderya. And then after that,
Ano yung serve niyo, sir?
Yeah?
What do you serve in the carinderia?
Oh, the typical dinuguan, higado, papaitan. Yeah. Very, very good food because my mother cooks very well. So I wake up in the morning, help her prepare, and after that study and then walk to school, maybe around 5 to 10 minute walk. It was kind of struggling a bit because my mother is a single parent. I grew up without my father, but with the help of my grandmother, my cousins, my tutors, they guided me as I grew up. And my mother is very strong, very courageous, very devoted to God. So it was kind of tough and challenging, but I see in terms of my inspiration to move forward, to at least make best in life. So I study a lot. And also, I remember during town fiesta in Piat, there's a lot of pilgrimage, visitors are all over the place in Piat. So it gave me a chance to sell balut, money, candy, cigarettes. I have this push cart. It happened during, or it's happening during June 15 to July, that month-long celebration. So for me, it's an opportunity to actually sell something. So I push that around, and I shout, "Balut Penoy." So, and I was very young back then.
I was about to ask po, how did you sell it?
Yeah, I'm very young back then.
Mabenta po ba?
Yeah.
Mabenta?
Yeah, it's a good source of income. Those things that I experienced early on gave me a lot of value in terms of hardworking, commitment to get things done, and also likewise integrity and honesty in all my pursuits.
Well, you mentioned the experiences in Cagayan. So where did that drive come from? You going to Manila and pursuing your dreams?
I wanted to really excel in life. I think to do that in the province in terms of what I can do for myself might be a bit limited. So I decided to go to Manila. But before that one, when I finished my high school in St. Louis University, Tuguegarao, I took this cadet admission test in the PMA, in the academy. I only took one college entrance exam. That's the PMA. I never took Casal, UP, Ateneo, because I was so much passionate to pursue my dream to become a soldier. When I went to the academy, I'm all gung-ho. This is something for me that God has put in myself that I should be doing. So I was there, and I was kind of, I think, excelling a bit. But down the line, I was reminded of why am I here? If I graduate, I'll become a soldier, I'll go to Mindanao or wherever in terms of career as a soldier. I was also planning to be in the Air Force, but because of my eyesight back then, I think I will be for sure to be in the Army. So I told myself, I should be doing another thing than this one. I think I have a better life outside like that. I decided to, for good, just resign from the academy. I just need to go to Manila and maybe enroll in Ateneo, Casal, or UP, get scholarship, right? So when I resigned, I went back to my province. When I went back, a lot of people just ridiculed me.
Sorry.
Ridiculed me.
Yeah, okay.
Because, I'm already at the top of this kind of good future, right? Being in the academy, that kind of prestige. Very few people have to be in that. So a lot of friends, relatives told me, why did you waste your future? I have to prove something. So I left my hometown and went to Manila with only 3,000 pesos.
3,000 pesos.
I went here, I don't know what to do. So I called my friends, my classmates in the academy, my upper class to help me out. So they helped me out. My first job, they gave me a striker.
A striker?
Striker. Striker is strike anywhere, no? Wherever whatever they ask you to do, just do it. So strike anywhere, it's like you can prepare the coffee for the police officer, for my boss. Or you can carry the attache case. Because I was 16, 17. What do I know about office jobs, right?
How much were you earning for during that time?
No, they gave me allowance. They gave me around, I think, 4,000 pesos back.
A month.
A month. That's already good money back then. So 4,000 pesos, what I do is prepare coffee for the police officers, we carry attache case, and sometimes I wash their car. And because I don't have a house to stay, I sleep in the office, in the office table. No? And one time, one of my upperclassmen, a police officer, told me to prepare this report, a word report, word star. So because I can do word report, there's a template and some sort of good background on English because of what St. Louis has taught me, right, in my high school. So I was able to prepare the report. So it's within his expectations. So from now on, you are an office clerk. So
and then that's when you went out there.
So I do that word star report. No? Then after a while, they told me, can you do a PowerPoint presentation? So I saw it. Okay, let me try it.
It kept upgrading.
So I learned it. And then after that, they asked me to do PowerPoint presentation. And lo and behold, I'm now doing the deck of our big boss to be presented to the big bosses, and also preparing the briefing manuscript, the one that they read in front of the big bosses. Okay, I was a little bit elevated. Yeah, but I was not yet studying back then because I was just like working, trying to find work. Yeah. So it almost took me 7 to 8 years to finish my college. And back then, my classmates were already done in college. I'm still studying. So that kind of pressure.
Because you were both working and
studying. So after the academy, I took mechanical engineering in PUP.
Yeah.
So I took it for almost 1 semester. After that, I told myself, what am I doing with mechanical engineering? So I decided to pursue accountancy. Because I was thinking back then, I want to be a lawyer someday. from being a soldier to mechanical engineering.
Yeah, to be
Now I wanted to become a lawyer, right? But before becoming a lawyer, I should first become a CPA. A CPA. So I took accountancy. And then when I shifted to accountancy, it's so hard for me. Because it's a simple mathematics, I turned to make it complex. So hard. I almost failed accounting subject in PhD, right? And then my boss then were transferred to another office, I think here in Camp Crame. And he's insisting for me to go in Camp Crame. Because if I go there, I will have a government plantilla, a permanent position. Right. So I was a little bit adamant, or no need, sir. I'm okay already here. I can just do my college here, finish it here, right? But he's so insisting. No, it's better for you to be here because this is a better place for you.
So that's how it started po, at least in Manila down to
Because so what will I do in the province, right? With all the ridicules, with all the struggles, right? You wasted your future.
Yeah. And you went to Manila with 3,000 pesos in your pocket.
Correct. And it's in Manila, it's like, okay, maybe I can do something here.
So Ray, in your journey, not everybody goes through the same path as yours.
Yes.
And I'm very curious, for somebody who has gone through from being a street vendor, now you're one of the executives or an executive of the best low-cost airline. What's one realization that you can share that you realized, or an epiphany that you realized with your life experience?
With regards to realization in life, I think life is all about giving, not giving. Being successful is not about how many or how much money you have in your bank account, or how big is your house, how many houses you have, or how many followers you have in social media. I think success is more than that. Success is the ability to help others, to empower others, to be able to share that life, that inspiration to other people. Because when you have reached that kind of level already, you know that life's purpose is not just, again, it goes back to life is giving beyond gaining. Right? That's really where you measure the true essence of success, and also building relationship across. So success is beyond the material things that you see. It's more than that. And it's a long pursuit in life. It's a continuous journey. Yeah.
So Ray, we actually prepared some photos that you just need to share the story behind it. Okay. So are you ready?
Yeah, sure.
Very quick
Yeah.
story behind the photo.
Very quick. Yeah.
Yes. Hold on. So the first one, this one.
Family. Yeah.
Ang dami niyo palang anak.
I'm blessed to have those kids and with a beautiful and supportive wife. All throughout challenges in life, you always go back to your family. They give you the strength to go on in life, right? Something hit you, problems, challenges. The family gives you that kind of fire and fuel every day. So, yeah, I'm so blessed to have that.
So many children.
Yeah. And you know what? Our youngest is a miracle baby.
A miracle baby because?
Yeah, because in way back few years ago, my wife had an accident during work. He slipped, nadulas siya. And then, nung nadulas siya, tumama yung kanyang ulo sa floor. Yeah, I think I remember those years when she was pregnant and she had that accident. I was also fired at work that time from a telco company that I spent many years. I went to this new company. So it's like I was fired for if you look at the reason, it's a shallow reason. Like so I was asking the Lord, what happened here? What kind of surprises you are doing for me right now? And just trusting the Lord in that process. And after a few months, no, a few months thereafter, I was hired by another company, answered prayer, and they gave me a good signing bonus. I was CFO in that company.
And
And
had your miracle baby.
yeah, and then our miracle baby was born. You know,
It all fell into place.
very beautiful, nothing missing, nothing broken. And also in that company, blessing is also in that company. After 1 year or 2 years, I received a lot of recognitions in the field of finance. One thing I learned in life, Chiara, is when you hit the ground so hard, you look at the ball, right? When you dribble the ball, right? If you dribble it very soft, it will come back, bounce back. I mean, of course, bounce back a bit. But if you drop the ball, dribble it so hard, it will bounce back so high, might even hit the roof, right? I think in life, when you hit the ground so hard, that kind of trust and empowerment that you have with God, His grace will let you bounce back higher than you have ever
Give
been.
you more blessings.
Yeah, so I think
Kitang-kita naman po with
it's a
your
good
family.
story, right? It's a good
Yes.
story, right?
And you had your, what's the name of the miracle?
It's
The-
Joanna Faith.
Joanne.
It means beautiful in
Mm.
faith.
Okay. The next photo is this one.
Oh, yeah. I was 16 back
Yes.
then, 16 years old.
And you mentioned a while ago the story,
The story, right?
of the
story.
PMA. Did you like the haircut
Yeah,
during this
yeah,
time?
Yeah, I think I should be doing that
More often.
again more often, right? Very, very young,
Mhm.
16. A young man with such ambition, right? And I think the good thing is someone has to guide you in life. I don't believe in someone that can do something and excel without the help of anyone
Other
at
people.
all. I think for me, if you look at where I am now and look where I've been in life, many people has helped me in my journey. I have my mistakes and flaws and struggles, but someone believed in me, right? And that person might be someone someday. So they have that kind of faith and belief, and a lot of people. So yeah.
Next is
Oh, the book.
you have a book called Faith and
Grace
Grace
Every Day.
Every Day.
Yeah. It's like a devotional book. It's a compilation of my reflection of the Word of God every day. And it's really about my journey in life. You read the Word of God, you appreciate it, you trust how God is moving in your life, and see it alive and experiential wherever you are. So it's something that hopefully, if you have time, maybe try to browse the internet and maybe grab some.
And lastly, I believe this is the last photo. It's inside an airplane.
Yeah, I was kidding my colleagues. What if I try to study flying, be a pilot someday, right? But yeah, the funny thing is, when I was in the academy, I wanted to be an Air Force guy, Philippine Air Force. Right? And now, where I am now, I'm not a pilot. I'm not part of the Philippine Air Force, but I was given the chance to manage an airline. But that kind of the surprises of what God can do to someone's life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool to see that you wanted to be part of the aviation industry, at least in the PNA.
Yeah, the
connection.
shifting, the connection.
Yeah. And now you're working in one of the best low-budget airlines.
It's the world's best low-cost
know.
carrier, by the way, on the 14th consecutive years. 14th consecutive
14.
years, meaning 14 consecutive years without a fail in the last 14 years. AirAsia is the world's best low-cost carrier. So fly with us.
Fly with
Fly with us.
AirAsia. Now we move on to Rapid 7, where we ask Ray 7 rapid-fire questions, which he'll be answering in under 1 minute.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So, are you ready?
Shoot.
Okay. So, timer starts now. Favorite local dish from Cagayan?
My friends will tell me, but I'll go for papaitan.
Aisle seat or window seat?
I go for the window seat.
Best time to book airline tickets?
That should be around 12 midnight.
Best book you've ever read?
I say the Bible. Yeah.
Smartest person you know?
I would say Jesus Christ.
If you get to ask God anything, what would it be?
It would be to love more.
And lastly, one word to describe the legacy of Ray Berja.
It could be
Just one word.
one word.
One word. Only.
It's a phrase.
Mm.
Well done, good and faithful servant. Yeah, it's a phrase.
All right. So just to end our episode, any message to all future leaders?
I think you have to look at this 2 hours, to be hungry in these 2 hours.
Mm.
Respect and results. To be hungry in delivering results. When you promise something, make sure you deliver it in terms of what you promise and even exceeding what you promise. And likewise, add value to it. You build credibility out of that results that you actually deliver. So hungry on delivering results. The other one is hungry on giving respect. Regardless of people that you meet in all walks of life, your family, your friends, your colleagues, your acquaintances, your strangers, hungry to give respect.
Mm.
Because when you give respect, it's something that will also empower and inspire that person. So it's really life is all about giving and not gaining.
Life is all about giving
And not gaining. Results and respect. Yeah.
Very nice. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Great for coming
Yeah.
for our share. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here, Chiara.
Yes. Pleasure to have you. With Ray's story, we learned that the true value of success comes from giving and not gaining. Join us in the next episode of The Orange Chair.